morning leads one of Ireland's biggest non-bank lenders. His company is now taking part in the COVID-19 credit guarantee scheme and probably has some opportunities to grow now that Ulster Bank is leaving the market. Ronan Horgan is Chief Executive of Capital Flow and he joins you on the line now. Morning, Ronan.
Morning, Gavin. Morning to your readers, listeners even.
So the key areas for you guys are asset finance, invoice discounting and property finance. And as I mentioned there, you're in the credit guarantee scheme now, doing hire purchase and leasing under that scheme. So what's the uptake been like? Because we keep hearing in general that it's not so good for this scheme.
Yeah, I think the press on it hasn't been great up until now. I think perhaps maybe the products that were being offered up to now weren't suitable. We've taken it on since February. We've already advanced €1 million in February. We've another pipeline of about 4 million to pay out over the next 4 to 6 weeks. So there's definitely an uptake on it, and I think it's a good way to remind your listeners and to business owners out there, you know, it's quite simple to qualify for a guarantee scheme if your turnover is down by 15% from 2019, or you're forecasting that 2021 is going to be down, which will be for many businesses. You qualify, you know, and that means no personal guarantees, you know, loans up to 250,000 are easily accessible, and we're seeing great demand in that.
Yeah,
I suppose it.
Okay, so the commentary, Ronan, has been that businesses just don't want to take on more debt in the current context, but you guys, if it's kind of asset-focused lending, maybe that makes things a little bit different.
I think it does, Gavin. I think you're right. I don't think any SME wakes up and wants to take on more debt. I think, though, the commentary from the economists to date, and especially in the last kind of 6 to 9 months, has been talking about a K-shaped recovery, and that's really what we're seeing. So we're seeing the likes of haulage and distribution, which are heavy asset-backed businesses, medical, retail, and construction. All of those areas there's a real demand for assets, and we're seeing a real uptake from that end. So that's the K-shaped recovery that I'm talking about. But you also have, obviously, you know, businesses in the leisure, the tourist, you know, the hotels and the pubs, and the coach businesses, the tour operators, that they're going to need a lot of nursing. And I think any type of government supports that are available to that particular sector need to be welcomed. And I think when businesses like ourselves are lending with a credit guarantee by the state, it makes it easier for us to underwrite those types of businesses as well, and actually support them over the next 12 to 24 months. So I think it's two different types of you know, demands there that we're going to see. And I think also, just while we're talking about construction, because it's a great barometer for how well people feel and the confidence they feel in the economy, I think one thing the government could do quite quickly is open the door and allow outdoor construction to start.
Yeah, well, see how they get on with that. Certainly there is some concern I've seen raised that given that the sector is open in the UK, we might be at risk at losing some workers to the UK.
But Europe as well.
Well, it is a risk. But look, that's a question for another morning. I want to ask you about Ulster Bank because you know, there's got to be some opportunities for you guys from this. I mean, they were probably the top SME lender among all the banks. How are you going to take advantage?
Well, I think first of all, look, there's colleagues in there that we would have worked before with in the past, and I remember back in 2010 with McLoughlin when I was working there, and they made the announcement, even though everybody knew they were going to make the announcement. It's still a very difficult time for those 2,800 colleagues, so I don't think we forget about the difficulties that they're foreseen. But I think, you know, the landscape is changing. I think, you know, the idea of choice for SMEs, I think financial crisis has taught us that you shouldn't rely on one bank or one source. So I think also as a specialist non-bank lender that's growing in the marketplace, and there's other non-bank lenders as well, I think giving that choice that you see across Europe, you see it in the UK, you see it in America, you know, I think Ireland needs to kind of fast forward into that. I think we're heading towards potentially 2 state-owned banks and Bank of Ireland, which the state has a sizable shareholding in as well. So I think there needs to be greater choice. I think there's of the others who's actually focused in on SME as well. So I think choice and actually diversity is really, really crucial in this whole banking market. And I think the government are supporting that through the credit guarantee scheme and stuff like that, and then we're bringing out more products, I think, that will be attractive to SMEs.
Yeah, you have a new invoice discounting product out, I think, which is, enables people to get finance just on one single invoice. Last thing I wanted to ask you about, Ronan, was what's the default rate been like for you guys during all of this? Obviously, it's a very challenging time, and I presume that would extend to you as well.
Well, it has been a challenging time for our customers and for our team, to be honest with you, but we've done remarkably well. Actually, it's shown how resilient our underwriting and our credit appetite has been over the last 5 years since we started the business. But, if you ever want to be challenged, throw in a pandemic into the mix, Gavin, very happy to say that we have a sizable property portfolio. We've had no arrears in that. We've had forbearances that we've given to our SME customers, and we'll continue to give. So we actually
what kind of percentage of your book are we talking?
Oh, well, we would have seen probably, as high as 30 to 40% of our book in the first wave.
Yeah.
Down to about 5% now. So we're very, very comfortable with that, and we're very happy that we can support those customers, because really, when you think about the coach operators, you think about the hotels, they're inherently good businesses. They just need time to recover, and we'll certainly allow that time. And actually, that's our approach to business anyway. It's a very common sense approach.
Okay, we'll leave there, Ronan. Very interesting stuff. That's Ronan Horgan there, Chief Executive of Capital Flow. We'll be back in just a moment.